Okay, short video to show some highlights of the Audi Coupe that is currently being offered for sale on Classic Audi. Full details are in the ad. This is just to give people who may want to have a viewing a better idea of the car's condition before obviously making an investment in a trip. Yeah, here we go. So 1982 Audi Coupe GT5S. It's the 1.9 WN engine with the Weber carburetor conversion. The carburetor is absolutely brand spanking new, fitted and not yet used or run in. So all brand new there. The car is in Go Big Gold. It is a factory official colour. Never supplied to the UK. It's a bit of a mystery how this one was actually sold here. What we do know is that it was sold to a doctor down south from brand new, and he owned it for a few years. It then went to a friend of mine, Steve, in North Wales, who owned the car for the best part of 20 odd years, and I've had the thing since 2008. And when she arrived with me, she was a bit of a sorry state. So anyway, let's just have a quick tour around so you can see she is a quad light model. All lights are working. There are fog lights and headlight washers fitted, but these are for aesthetic purposes only. They don't work. So easy enough job to wire them in if you want to. I'm not really bothered, just there to make the car look good. On the front, you'll probably notice the GTI front dam, the air dam. This is an aftermarket add-on. I've not seen one before. I sourced it when I bought the car. Never seen one since. She was painted up using rattle can because effectively I just wanted to get a feel for how the piece would look. Personally, I think it's a big improvement. Makes the car look a bit mean on the stance. Over a period of time, the paintwork on there has crazed, but it's only ever going to be a technical job anyway. So probably something that we may want to fix if we take the car on. Like I say, it's a exterior piece, and if you want to go back to the reality, I do have the original front end going back, if that would be the preferred choice. You see down the driver's side we have a set of Mille Regalia 14-inch alloys. I binned off the cookies when these came up for sale. They are an aftermarket, they're not an official Audi car, but I just feel that they're the right period alloy to have on there. They look good. Make the car look slightly different and suit the car well. They are 14-inch and the car sits on a dropped suspension. She's got two drops that she's slammed, but just enough again to give her some stance. Bodywork overall for the age is generally clean. She has been resprayed at the front at some stage. She may have suffered some accident damage, so at least one, if not the two front wings are new. Hence the condition, but overall she's in reasonable condition, certainly usable, certainly show worthy, but there are one or two pieces which do require attention. The main piece here at the back, between the rear wheel arch on the driver's side and the bumper, you can see there's a piece there which is starting to bubble. It does feel fairly solid underneath there, obviously it's taking back and spraying up. At the moment the side sills are off because she's due for an MOT soon, and I always take those pieces off so the MOT inspector has full visibility of the car's sills, nothing to hide. Again, on the driver's side we've got some work here which might need to be undertaken. I doubt it will be an MOT failure, mainly bubbling and rust. And again a piece here as well which is just starting to go through. But overall the strip lines are good. The black work comes up well when she's due. There is a door protector here which I don't like, but I've kept on the kind of clumsy bugger, so it's prevented one or two mishaps. The rear of the car, classic Audi, as you can see, Coupe. I put a raised Quattro spoiler on top there because the black Coupe ones tend to be water traps and tend to cause the lights to rot. So when she came to me, she had a Peugeot 405 spoiler on for some bizarre reason, so we've taken that off and put a piece which is more in keeping with the car. We also took the opportunity to actually take the boot lid back to black. When these cars were originally sold, they had a black vinyl cover on the boot lid. This is actually painted over. I painted this myself, and it just helps give the car a bit of a period look. The exhaust, as you can see, is stainless steel all the way through. The rear piece was built by Pipeworks, and again a nice piece. I've not at this stage fitted the rear piece of body kits because I just felt it was too much at this stage. I think the car benefits okay from the sills in the front down. I think when we got the rear piece on, I did try it out. It looked too much. I sort of detracted a little bit, so I've kept that off with that piece in the garage. Unfortunately, it's still in its original green, so we'll need some prep if the prospective buyer wants to put that on. The car does come complete with my normal solstice. You can have that, take it off as you wish, but there's also a practicality managed there as well. Yep, so this is the passenger side. As you can see, again, fairly straight bodywork. Again, piece at the back there on the rear sill, which has been repaired up, but nothing too towards the doorstop. Protector fell off the other day, so we'll try and get that off, but it's nothing too much, just a blast in the hairdryer to soften it and it'll come off. Doors, pretty good. As you can see, in a fairly reasonable nick. The car is only ever seen, I think, one wet day in my ownership. She's a summer used car, never been used in the wet and driven sparingly. Probably in my ownership, I've probably put about 3,000 or 4,000 miles on the maximum, no more than that. Here from the interior, and you can see the Audi Sport steering wheel there, which I managed to source, and the Audi Sport rear knob as well. Around the other side. Oh yes, and you'll notice there's a Type 85 interior with this original fell to pieces. Unfortunately, this one is also suffering from bolster wear, but I do have another seat back in the shed which will go with the car. It might be a passenger side as opposed to a driver's side, I'm not quite sure what I have in there, but at least there's material there to make an effective repair. So door cards and seats, etc., are from a Type 85 vintage. Again, door from this side in reasonable condition. Overall, the car could do, I guess, with a bit of a paint job at some stage, but it's not something that I want to commit to. But whoever takes her on will be, I would hope that they could make that commitment. Door sills, again, just need to tidy up, and there's the interior of the car from this side. Inside, tried my best to bring it back to a level. You can see 38,000 on the clock. That's the mileage of the replacement engine. It's currently in there. The engine was replaced before my time, so but I believe it's all as it should be. The clock was changed with the engine. Everything works well. You can see she holds oil pressure and oil temperature and volts, and if I just give her a blip, everything runs up. The radio doesn't work. I do have a replacement period piece for her. I've not fitted it in. Can't vouch for the condition of the speakers. We've never really used the radio because why would you when you can listen to this on your travels? there is a red switch just there. The red switch in front of the gearbox operates the reversing lights. Reversing lights aren't an MOT issue if they don't work, so not a problem, but if you wanted to advise people that you're reversing, you just simply switch the switch and the reversing lights come on. Typically we don't bother with that because when I've used it in the past, I've ended up driving off with my reversing lights blinding those behind me. So yeah. Inside, a few bits that did he doing. The thing that really bugs me about this car is the lining, the roof lining. It was butchered when this aftermarket sunroof was put in, and the previous owner also fitted all manner of toggles and switches and lights, which I've done my best to get rid of, but it really just is the only thing that really just frustrates the heck out of me on this. Windows driver's side works well. As you can see, there we go, working okay. We do have new window switches in. Passenger side is a bit more of a, you've got to be patient with it effectively. As you can see, she's struggling up there, she does go down. I tend to tell Jill not to wind the window down because it's a ball ache getting it back up. Go on, I'll come back to that. Power locking, central locking all works. Motor runs on a little bit in the back, the vacuum pump runs a little bit. Suspect there's a leak somewhere, but it does actually operate quite smoothly apart from that. Dashboard, again, little bits and bats like these toggle switches, heaven knows what they do. They do nothing at the moment, but whatever they did do I don't know, and you can see also as well there's a few grommets which need covering. I do actually have a complete dash interior for the car as well, which will go with the sales, so all of this stuff can be fixed. It's just that I cannot be arsed anymore to do it. So there we go, overall a clean car. I'll just pop the bonnet up in a moment and you can see the engine and the boots.